Hi, I'm Amber of Night Owl Collage. Thanks for joining me today. I thought we would do a little series constructing a junk journal from start to finish, and I'm going to be using the items from my Mindfull image junk journaling subscription box. I think it's called Mindfull Challenge junk journaling subscription box, and I will have the link for the subscription in the description box below. But it's a challenge box where you have to use everything in the box, well, a part of at least some of everything in the box to construct a project or to make a project, and then you can post your entry in the Facebook group to win each month. I think you win a free box. So I'm going to use my Mindfull image subscription box, and it's a retro diner theme. I actually have an unboxing video that I will link down below as well. So I actually started the idea, so I'm going to show you how I am constructing the cover. I'm actually using the box itself to construct the cover, and that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. Is we're just going to be doing the cover. So this is like the box, and you would open the box like this. Okay, so I used the bottom of the box, and this is how it was. Let me show you how it was constructed here. So it was, these were like this. Okay, and then this was the front of the box here. Okay, and this was actually this piece in the middle. Okay, so this and these sides came up to construct the box. Okay, so the box was like this. So I took this front part off. I cut the front part off, and then I opened up the construction because it was like this. So I opened that up, and I cut off the top of the box. Okay, so I was just left with this long piece here, which is the bottom and sides of the box. So what I did then was I measured this side piece here. It was about 4 inches. So I cut 4 inches on this side and then 4 inches on this side and took out this middle piece. Okay, so now we have 2 pieces that are like this. Okay, now originally, let me show you what I had originally. I'm just going to clip these together because this is what I had originally. So you can see exactly what I was doing. Okay, so I had these 2 pieces, and these were going to be journals, but this was so wide, I didn't think that would be very practical. Okay, so I was gonna make this kind of closure here. Okay, but this was so wide, I didn't think it was very practical for a journal. So I decided to just cut that side in half on each piece, exactly in the middle, so that now I'm gonna just slide these 2 together. So I have now a reinforced spine that is like half the size. And let me show you what I'm gonna do with that. Okay, clip those. Sorry if it's hard to see, it's a big piece, so just trying to show this to you as easily as I can. Try to explain it. Okay, so now I have these 2 pieces. Okay, I'm gonna flip this over. I have these openings here where these would lock in for the sides of the box. So I'm going to have those on opposite sides. Actually, let me see. Yeah, but I want it, I think, this way. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so these are on opposite sides here, these openings. I'm going to lock this in on the back, okay, like that. And then this is going to come lock in here, and then I'm going to magnetize these, okay? So this is going to have a magnet here, and this is going to lock in right there, and it's going to be magnetized. So you open up and you'll have these two pieces, and it's going to pull apart so there are two journals. So this is going to be kind of an experiment here. So I'm going to alternate the signatures so that they are interlocked when you come together. So there's going to be a gap in between each signature. So that's why I'm going to have to make the signatures really thin so that there's not too much of a gap in between the signatures for the journal itself. So I'm thinking about, because I was going to make this come apart. Actually, let me see. I was going to make this come apart and like have this be like a writing board type thing, but I kind of want to try the journal, the double journal. So I think I'm going to have this one like this orientation and this one as an orientation like this. So they're going to lock together, be magnetized, and have this cover. So I think I like this pink and silver cover here, but I need to cover the inside. I also want to reinforce this with Tyvek. So that is what we're going to do today. Is we're going to reinforce this, and we're going to cover the inside and kind of magnetize the pieces here. So I need to magnetize these two, just like this. I think I wanted, let's see. Yeah, because I wanted this little piece on the bottom, I think. Yeah, so you can kind of thumb that open like that. Okay, so this is going to be magnetized to this, and what I'm going to do is cover the inside, but I'm going to put the magnet on first. And what I'm going to cover the inside with is, there was a bag, this kind of burlap bag in the box that I already cut down. Okay, these were the pieces. So I cut the front and back off of this, and the handles off of the burlap bag. So I'm going to cover the inside with this. Okay, just trying to use all these pieces here. So I'm going to add the magnet in here, and we're going to cover this. So let me see how I want to do this. So this is going to, where I'm going to put a little dot where I need the magnets at. So I'm going to need one. Let's see. I'm going to need one on the inside of this one. Okay. I'm going to center it, but I'm just putting it just as a reminder for me right now. So I need one on the outside of this one. I need one on the inside of this one, and on the outside of this one. Okay, so that's where I know I need my magnets. Okay, the next thing is I need to, okay, I'm gonna add my little magnets and then I'm going to start covering these pieces. So I have these little magnets here, and I'll put a link to these in the description box below. They're very tiny little magnets. Okay, they're just like these tiny things. Okay, so how I'm gonna do this is gonna hook in here. And you want it at least a 1/2 inch from the edge. This is 9 inches, so I want it at 4.5 inches. Oh, I got it almost at 4.5, didn't I? Almost exactly. And then a 1/2 inch from the edge. Hey, I did that pretty well. Gotta trust my eyeball. Okay. And then this one, I'm just gonna fold it over. You'll see what I mean to attach the magnet so it's in the same spot. And on this one, let's see if I did just as well on this one. Well, not as well, but pretty close. And we're going to do that dot right there. Okay. So I'm going to take double-sided tape and I'm going to put that right over where I need my magnets to be. And take that off. Where did I put my magnets? Does anybody remember? I don't remember, so I'm just going to take another couple of magnets. So take 2 that are magnetized together, okay? And we're going to put them right over the middle of our dot that we made. And I'm going to put a piece of double-sided tape over the top. Right here. And take the tape off of that. See if I can get it off. There we go, here it comes. Okay, so now I'm gonna hook that in there and I'm going to fold that over. Okay. And now we have the magnets where we need them on the side, okay? And then we're gonna put a piece of score tape over the top as well. And we're just gonna leave that on there for now. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side here. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to cover the inside. I'll explain how I'm going to do it, but then I'll do it off camera. Okay, put our magnets on. And another piece of tape. Crafting ain't easy. Here we go. Let's see. Come on. Especially if you don't have nails. But I think I've got it. Okay. Here we go. All right. So let me lock this in. lock this side. Okay. There we go. Put our tape over the top. Okay, so now we have this. So that's going to be the shape of the journal. Okay, and let me tell you the measurements of it here. We found out it's 9 inches tall, and it is about 2¼ inches wide. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the inside, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these pieces and I'm going to cover this piece first. Actually, I'm going to put Tyvek here, so I have a bit of Tyvek. So I'm going to put Tyvek, I don't think I need to do the whole spine. Well, I might do the whole spine. So I'm going to do Tyvek all along here and all along here. And then I'm going to cut out through the window that little space. I'm just going to use my X-Acto knife to cut out that piece of Tyvek there. So that's reinforced. And then I'll put a strip on this side and do the same thing for the other piece. And then I will cover this with this, you know what? I think I might just glue it together first and then cover this whole piece. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So I'll do the Tyvek, glue these spines together, and then glue this over the top. And I'm going to use PVA glue for this. There is a coating on the back of this, so it's not going to seep through. So Tyvek, glue the spines together, and then cover with this. I'm not going to wrap it around or anything like that because I'm going to, I think, wrap a washi tape over, because I have a washi tape that came in the box. So I'll use that around the edges. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that together, and then I will be right back. Oh, one more thing. Before you glue this down, you're going to take off this paper here so it sticks to the burlap or whatever you're covering it with. You don't want to leave that paper on. Okay, be right back. Okay, I just want to show you quickly what I've done so far. So I put Tyvek on the insides of these, and this was going to show this corrugated edge. So I went ahead and wrapped washi tape around this edge before I glued the spine together. So then I glued those two spines together. So we have this. And then this one is the same thing. It's just drying right now. So that's wrapped. The spines are glued together. The next thing I'm going to do, we'll do on camera this one, and the other one I will do when it's dry, because we're going to glue this on top of here, cut that out again, and we're going to remove that as well. So again, I'm going to use PVA glue. Get my glue ready here. And then I'm going to cover this in my PVA glue here. Let me just give myself some extra paper here. So I'm just going to cover this whole inside with my glue. Make sure I get into those creases there, all nooks and crannies. I'm kind of excited to see if this journal works out. I'm a little nervous about the spacing between the signatures, but if we make the signatures thin enough, I think it will work just fine. Because I really like this idea. But you know, some ideas don't work out. And then it's back to the drawing board. But hopefully this one will be just fine. Okay, so that is covered in glue. I'm gonna take this paper off. And then we're gonna lay our burlap over the top here. And I'm gonna make sure that I get into these creases with my bone folder here. And we're gonna cover the edges with washi tape after this is dry. But I want to make sure that these creases are good. I'm getting these all good. Okay. And then we're gonna cut around the edges here. So let me get, oops, sorry about that. Okay. I'm gonna get my ruler and my X-Acto knife. I don't know where my metal ruler is just at the moment, but we'll do our best here. Okay. There is a little edge there, so we're just gonna try to do our best to go around the shape how it is. Okay, and then there is a little diagonal there, and then we can go. And if you're not comfortable with an X-Acto knife, you can always use a rotary cutter. This. I might trim that up with scissors because that doesn't seem to want to. And it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because we're going to cover that with washi tape. Okay, let's do this top edge here. So that is our inside, and then we need to cut this piece here for our slot. Out. Here we go. So that is going to be our inside here. And I'm gonna do the other one off camera and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I went ahead and covered both sides, and because this is fabric on the inside, I'm probably gonna have to put some Fabri-Tac on this washi tape to keep it from popping up. And because this burlap was pretty thick, it's not magnetizing through this. So what I'm gonna do is, it does still magnetize here, so I'm just gonna put that, I'm gonna make this an exposed magnet here, so that it will magnetize here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna use, let's see, I think I'll use Fabri-Tac to put this magnet on. It's just not, there's too many layers there with the washi tape and the burlap. So I am just going to go ahead and make that an exposed magnet. Oop. I put that on the wrong side. Let me wipe that off. Okay. That side is what I want to do. So we're gonna glue this. And make sure this is tucked in how I want it. And we're going to make sure that's tucked in. Glue that down. Okay, so that is going to stay glued there. So that's going to be just an exposed magnet. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And I might go ahead and cover this pink as well with paper, because I like the pink originally, but I'm not liking it so much with the washi tape. So it just doesn't look right to me. So I'll probably end up covering the pink with paper. Make sure this is good. This is tucked in. And that'll keep the washi tape from coming off as well. So I'm going to add Fabri-Tac to any washi tape on the inside that's popping up, and I'm going to figure out some paper that I want to use to cover this with. Just this inside here, because I don't want to cover up this again. So we'll have this washi tape. I want to find something that will go well with this washi tape, and then I will be back in a moment. While that dries, I'll put some paper on the top and add Fabri-Tac to the inside. I'll be back in a moment. All right, so I have covered all the sides with the scrapbook paper that was in the box. So I had this piece, I had this piece, but I didn't think it went well with that. And then I had a plain pink. I didn't think that went well either. So I had this one and I had this pink. So that is what I ended up covering these with. And I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna I don't want to embellish the cover until the journal is done, so I know how I want to embellish it. But it's magnetized here, and so these come apart, and then this locks into place there, magnetized here, and then this one hooks into there, and is magnetized there, so that we have this journal that's going to be actually a 2 journal set. So hope you enjoyed this. I know it's a little bit complicated using the box and, you know, cutting it down and doing the magnets and all that kind of stuff. I'll put the link to the magnets that I used in the description box below, as well as the PVA glue that I used and the Mindfull Challenge junk journaling box. I'll put all that down below in case you want to do the same thing. But I didn't want to give you the, you know, regular everyday journal. I want to give you something new and adventurous. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And I think the next one, we will be putting together signatures that will be very thin signatures to put inside these 2 journals. So questions, leave them down below. Comments. Excited to experiment with this and see if it actually works. And I will see you guys soon. I'll be doing hopefully 2 tutorials a week. One will be working on this journal as a series, and another one will just be doing regular tutorials like ephemera and things like that. So I'll see you again during the week for another tutorial. Have a great day, guys. Bye.